Alright, what's happening everyone today? Gonna go over the sitemaps. If you're not familiar with sitemaps, they're pretty important as far as how Google's able to index and break down your website. Basically what you're gonna find here is that we are at our current sitemap development page. So you can see here we just have this is an HTML sitemap. There's typically two different types of sitemaps. One is going to be the HTML sitemap, and one is going to be the XML sitemap, which is basically used more for Google algorithms and search algorithms to pick up on your pages. So what you'll see about a sitemap is basically it's just a breakdown of the structure of all your pages. So if we go up here to like our web design, it's broken down into 4 pages, which are then broken down into several more pages, which are then broken down into several more pages. And the reason that it's doing that is it's kind of categorizing, organizing the material of your website down into more niche topics. So what the sitemap is basically doing is going to break down all of your information. So let's start here on our home page. You can see that this is our sitemap. We have our main menu. It's going to go down to our home, our about us, then under that you would see our team. Under web design, this is kind of what we just looked at. You would see web design, redevelopment, e-commerce, and then underneath e-commerce you have some of the different e-commerce outlets. Under coding, you're going to have some of the different coding outlets which break down even further. So you can kind of see how this sitemap here is structured in a way that it makes finding all the information on your website really easy. And now this isn't necessarily for people to access and organize your information. Most of the time people are able to easily, if you've set up your website correctly, navigate through this. But it's more for, first of all, if people need access to find a page that has all of your pages, but then also more importantly, if we go over here to Google Search Console, which should have been logged in already. Let's see here. You're going to find that there is actually a place that lets us install our Google Search Console information. So let's go start now. You'll see here under sitemaps, you're going to see where we have an area we can submit our sitemap. So most typically you're going to find that /sitemap is the most common URL you'll find that people will build their sitemaps out to. So when you go in here, you just would actually type in your URL, and you're going to see that it starts to actually break down some of the information. And when we actually click here, you'll see that it has basically discovered 784 URLs on our website. So if we go down here, we could probably count all these. We have a lot of different landing pages and such. So it's basically indexed all that, and we can also go to see here that I guess we currently have one error. We can look into that. All of our valid URLs, so you can see they've kind of continued to grow over time. Obviously we've taken some pages off, but we've also continued to add some. And then you can see the excluded, the pages that are not being indexed. And you can go down here and find out different reasons. So most of it looks like it's duplicate content. It could be double URLs, it could be some things like that. And then you can also go back to the valid and kind of see why things are which pages are indexed, and maybe make corrections to those that are not being indexed correctly. So guys, this is basically a sitemap. If your website doesn't have one, it definitely should, because not only is it important for a place to have on your website where all the pages are indexed, but also so that Google and other search engines are able to go through here and more easily pull your information and your data. And remember just that there's two different kinds. There's the HTML, which is basically the visual, easy to see one that you're seeing right here. And then there's also the XML one, which is more of a for finding algorithms and finding your web pages through search engines. And you'll find both of those are usually created through some kind of third-party sitemap software. That's what we most commonly use for a system like Joomla or for WordPress. There's a lot of third-party sitemap plugins. So guys, if you need any help with your sitemaps, let us know. We'd love to help you. We can get those installed for you, get them indexed with you, and start getting you to show up more and more in Google search. So let us know, leave a like, leave a comment. We appreciate it, and we'll catch you soon.